Hello everyone, Ponderado here, and today we're going to learn how can we add a simple health system to our game, alright? We're going to do it in a very simple way. Actually, I'm not going to implement it, it is already implemented, so if you want me to record a video showing how it is implemented, it's not that hard, it's actually very simple, but for this case, we're going to add it ready. You just drag and drop and you add 3 lines of code and you're good to go. It's that simple. This is really powerful because we want to prototype, we want to focus in more important features of our game. Sometimes you just want to test an idea and you don't want to spend an hour, 30 minutes, a day programming something that is not the core concept of your game, right? So how are we going to do it? First, the context here is that I am using this low poly shooter pack first sample. So let's play and walk around and understand what we have here. I am simulating a scenario, just like you have a code, you have your project, and you have things already working. So how can you add? You get a project with code and we add on top of this project the health system. This is my goal here, all right? So we can run, walk, we have some explosions, we have this room with handgun, so we scroll the wheel when we have the handgun, and we have some targets here, so if we shoot the barrel, it will explode, and if we shoot the target, it will drop. Okay, just for context, this package you can find in the asset store right here. It's a beautiful work right here from Infama Games. Take a look of on his work because it's really something else. But this is we have the context, and what we want to do in this scene, what I want to do is to add a health system to this target right here. So I'll grab the prefab. We have the prefabs right here, and let me see, damageables, target. So let's drag some target here, and I will position it a bit down, right in front of us. Okay, we have our target, and this target, what we want to do is to, when we shoot on this target, instead of going down, we want to update the health bar. Okay, so when we shoot, it goes down. And we can see right here, there's a code. The code responsible for going down is this guy. So when we shoot, there's a collision. And this collision is being detected by this script right here. If we disable it, it won't happen the animation. Actually, the collision is in another step. But when we receive this is hit equals true, this is when the magic happens. And when I disable this script, it won't work. So where am I going to execute the receive damage? Well, right here. Here is where I process the receive damage, in this case, in this project. Okay, we have some context. Now let's add the package to our health system. It's really simple. Now we go on this page. So I have a GitHub page, and you can find it right here. I'll provide it in the link below. We grab the code, click on the code button, and we have the HTTPS, and we copy this guy, and here are the steps. This is what we are doing. What we are doing is exactly described right here. So we're copying this guy. We go back in our project. We go into the package manager, plus install package from git URL, yoink, install, and we wait. It will take some time. It's a really light package. I think it's, I don't know, the biggest part is the sample scene, and we are going to use the sample scene, but we can delete it later. It's just because I didn't update the package so we can have the prefabs. Okay, but let's grab the sample, import. Okay, and now we have the sample in our project. Just wait. I will save the scene because we want to go back there later, save. Now we go to the sample scene, the sample FGT mushroom scenes example sprite. All right, this is the sample scene. And here I show all the methods that we have for the health bar. And this example, we have the UI example and the sprite example. It means that this is a 3D example. We can use it in the 3D world, and this is in the UI example. But doesn't matter. It's just to show you that we can use it in both in 2D and 3D games, okay? And actually, if you don't want to, you don't need the health bar. You can have the health system without the health bar, okay? But what I need right here is the sprite, because we're going to use this bar right here in the target, okay? Over the target. So the health view is right here. This is what I want. I will grab it outside and I'll put it anywhere. I suggest you to organize your project, but I just want to do it simply and avoid any other implications, okay? So health bar view, here is what we want. I want a prefab because I want to use it in the other scene. Okay, we're done right here. Just go to this guy. We have the scenes and we have the as content. I don't want to save. And now we wait, and okay, going back to our scenario, let's put our prefab in the scene. So our prefab is right here in the scene. Okay, let's make it a child of our target. So here our target. Now it's a child. Let's put 0 on all values and move it to the position that we want. Okay, this is it. Now, what we need to do is to update. We have a view, we call it a view, but we need the system itself. The system itself is not in anywhere, so we need to provide a system for this target. I will enable this target script, okay? Let me do something first. Okay, it's working. And just for sanity check, I just want to test the scene and see if I didn't do anything wrong. Perfect, it's working. Now, we'll grab the target script when the place where we received the hit. Let's open this code and let's understand what's happening here. So basically what the author did is we have this variable isHit. When we shoot and there's a collision, this isHit is set to true. And sometime later it will be set false when the target goes up again. Okay, so it goes down while it's hit, and later it goes up and isHit is false. So when it hits, it's true, and the animation itself is played only once. So remember, this is in an update loop. It's checking all the time, but this exactly code is executing only once because we have this variable called the routine started. So we can simply do add in our script the receive damage method right here. So this is where I want to receive damage, okay? We can play with this more later, but just to get an idea. So now we know the script, we have the things, we have the view. Now what we do, just follow these steps. We drag it, the prefabs, and we go. Here we go. 3 steps, really simple. First one, add the health system field to your monobehavior class. So I will grab this code. This is the target. Target have health, so get some health. I will, using this namespace fgt prototypes health system. First step done. Second step, initialize the health system. Okay, we grab this code, we need to initialize it, so we need a start or an update method. We don't have any here, so what I will do is to create an awake method, all right, and paste this code. Now our target have a health starting a total of 100, okay? Now, what we need to do is the third step, that is to call the methods that we want. In our case, we want to receive damage, okay? So we just go here and we know where we want to receive damage right here. So we do is simply health dot receive damage, and how much damage the bullet have. Well, let's put that the bullet have 10 damage, okay? And now, when we play, it's done. This is what you need to do. We dragged some prefab and added some code, and this is it. Simple as that. It's working, we have a health system. But in this case, it's going to process the damage only on the first hit, you know? You see, it received the damage, the life here is 90 and not 100, but we want to update it. How can we do it? Well, now we can, for example, set is hit equal false, is hit equals false. And we can simply receive damage. Let's start receiving damage, or receive damage every time is hit. And what we can do is, for example, receive damage and start it. What we can do here, routine started equals false. Let me think. What we can do is simply receive damage, and when the health of the target is 0, then we play this animation. Let's try something like this. Health dot get max, or get current, if equals to 100, and we need it. Actually, if it's equals to 0, then we animate. So every time is hit is called, we receive damage, and we can also use something like is hit equals false. Let's try something like this. Better is to, for example, let me think something. Oh, actually, I think this will work. Let's try. We don't need this. We don't need this anymore. Let's try. I'll play and see what happens. Now we're just exploring and trying to understand the code behind it that we didn't create. So we're trying, or it's working. Ah, perfect. So nothing else is needed. And here we are, a health system that we can simply add to our game and use it as quick as possible. Okay, another important thing to say is that if you want to understand how it works, there's a demo scene, as I have mentioned before. Here in the samples, mushroom examples, we have the example script. So in this example script is the same idea, all right? We have the damage, heal, revive, change max health, and damage over time. So damage, it's, oops, let me check, what's, okay, event system. Wait, event system, we just replace with the new input system, or the old, I don't know. And now if we play, it should be working. Perfect, damage, heal, heal, and we can't revive, but if we receive a lot of damage, the health bar goes away, and we can't heal, but if we revive, we can revive with a certain amount of percentage from the starting life. And we also can change the max health here to a random value. And as soon as we change the max health, the view updates. And we also can take damage over time. So I think there are 5 hits right here. We can stack damage here. It's just an example, but you can see it's dynamic. And we also can change, for example, in this case, we can set the view from here. So we have the mushroom, and this is the view. So where is going to show? In this case, it's going to show here. We can disable this guy, and we can, for example, find this health bar view right here in the UI. Now we are going to use the UI. It's really simple. We go to mushroom, we change the view to the health view, and it should work the way it is supposed to work. Let's play, damage, and here we go. So this is it. This is how we can add a simple health system quickly in any project that we want for prototyping without coding. And again, if you want me to make a tutorial on how to code or create this system from scratch, just comment below. And please like, subscribe, interact. Any comment and engagement is super powerful. So I will keep providing more content and more useful stuff for you. Okay guys, thank you. That's it.